Hey there, it's Boots Owen here. I'm recording this bit at the end just because it makes more sense now. I've spent about 2 or 3 hours, yeah, 2.5 hours, mostly walking but some driving around a couple of neighbourhoods near me where students are moving out, and there's just loads of stuff that they are dumping. Dumping is the word for it. There's no recycling involved, it's all just going straight into the bins. They don't pick through anything, they just throw in the bins. It does my head in, and so for 1-2 days a year, end of June, this time of year, when they're moving out of their contract private houses, and it's probably exactly the same in the apartment blocks, but I haven't ever gone into the apartment blocks. For that 1 week a year, a couple of days a year, there's just opportunity there to get things. You'll see, come along with me. I know what I've found already. I don't know how long this video will be. It could be an hour or more in length. You'll know that already because you've clicked on the thumbnail. It's just amazing. Yeah. Let's go.
Doing, mate?
How you doing? I'm having a look in this dustbin.
Sorry?
I'm having a look in this dustbin.
Why?
Because I was told there's treasure in it.
Treasure in it?
Yeah, treasure.
Yesterday somebody came and put all the things on the floor here.
Was that me?
It wasn't you, it was a bald guy.
Bald guy?
Yeah.
No, not me.
Yeah.
The treasure hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mate,
this time of year, all the students move out. So you're talking...
make sure no one on the floor, please.
So that one was there when I came, right?
Yeah.
And if you want me, I'll put it back in. If you want me to put it in, I will. I'm not here to make a mess.
No.
I'm here to find, like, students throw out laptops, they throw out mobile phones, they throw out basically bags of money sometimes. So this is just mental. So treasure.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Sound. Tampax, the whole lot. Hey.
They just checked it yesterday. Look, I have it on my phone. Where's my phone? The guy put everything behind here. I had to pick up all. Look, the dirt here.
That's just.
He piled them all here.
Yeah.
And
no,
I couldn't reach him.
That's not
He
cool.
was too
That's
quick to leave.
That's just messing. You know. That's. I'm not here to do that.
Checks them all.
Cool.
I'm telling you.
Is this your place? Is it? Is this your building?
Yeah, it is.
Cool. This is the one where they had the party and the floor fell down, yeah?
What?
Is this is the one where there was a huge party and the floor collapsed 10 years ago or something like that?
Before we fixed it,
before it was done up, yeah?
Yeah.
That was some story.
So do you target this area this time?
Only now. Only last couple of days in June.
You know how much I throw things? Oh, fuck. Useful.
In here?
Lots.
Well, like if you don't mind, I'll come by, but most of the time there's nothing. But this time of year, laptops, money, what they do is they just take the windowsill, the desk, they just into a bag in the bin.
Yeah.
Just like, it's not much money, but laptops are valuable. They have resale, phones have resale.
I don't think they have laptops here, but he emptied everything for me, and I was really angry.
Every student has
and
a
I
laptop.
was waiting for him to come back, and I was cameraing him.
Did he? Was he on? Sometimes I'll see other people around. Was he on a bike or was he?
No. He just came straight here. He pushed this.
Because you said a bald guy.
He sat behind here. I have him on camera. I recorded him, so I see.
Yeah.
I thought somebody dumped his bin here. No, I went on the camera. There's a camera.
Yeah,
there,
yeah, cool, yeah.
And I saw him taking it out and putting it back, and ripping every bag, every bag.
And
if I see him here, I swear to God, I will punch the shit out of him. You know what I mean? This is how I think, mate.
Cool. Thanks very much, bud. So, Adidas face masks. I was told by a mate of mine that this skip has a load of plumbing fixtures in the bottom of it, which may be true, or may not be. We only have to figure that out to get in, but it has rained overnight. There's that shoe, which I'm not particularly keen on. aluminium. Just looks like brass, but it isn't. Toilet pen. Matthew said there was good stuff. Table mats, toasters. There's a sandwich maker. Draining rack. It's going to be difficult because it's too full. And that's what makes it worse, because we've been told that there's treasure in it. Now there's a video or something. Like, oh, shoes. Where'd you go? I'll be doubly cautious on this one now, huh? It's a big box. Some good heat sinks in there. Bad amplifier. Let's get this dustbin. Something fell down there, corn. I was told that there was a load of solenoid valves in here, but if another guy has gone through it and made a mess, odds are they're hiding to nothing. So I'm gonna quit while I've got my nads on. That was never used. I don't want that stuff. No, I said to him I'd put that in. It's been out all night. Yeah. Table tennis ball. Soap dish, bamboo. So the way it works with metal at the moment is that every kilo, dusty, every kilo of metal is worth 10p. No, 16, I don't know, something like that. More than 10p, it used to be 10p. Standing knife. Some of these bolts are heavier. Kind of something in that pack there, blades maybe. Ultimately your man was alright. You can see what he was annoyed about. Some interesting sockets bits in here. go. Oh, now my bag's coming asunder. And I wonder. Oh, there we go. So I wonder if he was more docile because he saw me with the camera on my head. I don't know. So it's, what would I say, mid-morning, Tuesday, end of June. This area where I'm looking around, right now is where there are a lot of students living. This time of year students leave. When students leave, they don't bring everything with them. Some students leave a suitcase full of wallboard, which I don't really believe is students. There's some kind of a power supply. Heavy transformer, I presume that's for some kind of growing apparatus. There's a bit of a nif. That kind of thing. Get my head off there. Take that. It's a nice table. Oh no, the legs are all shoot off it. There's another one of those. I'll wash them and use them. That's simple as that, really. It's going to be a hot day and I'm going to have hay fever, so sorry. There's another tray in there. I'd say this may be part of a tip, that tube as well, part of a tip by somebody who has removed wall fans. We have removed some kind of a growing setup from our premises. This is all full of wallboard. Another cable there. Discard lead, not much good. Well, that's what it is. Little USB cable. Bottle of stuff. Bag, and then this is all full of flower pots and compost. Somebody's been growing something. Right, that's interesting. And then in here, yeah, it's all the same. Wow, fly tipping your own little. That's what it is, I guess. So this is heavy. It's gonna go up to the top and start again. So I'll drop this thing back to the car, and then start up at the top and work down. I was going to start at the top and work down, but now I'm not. This looks like it has garden waste in it. Barbecue, carpet, pipe, office chair. It's a bit wet, but that's just because it rained last night. Double glazed unit. Smashed. Yeah, you're going to have to excuse my sniffles. They just are what they are today. Shoebox. Now, sometimes a shoebox can have stuff within. Something in there. Ball cap. Bags. There's a plug. Attached to something. There is a full load of kitchen. Little mixer. Personal hair clippers. You can feel rice in that bag. You're at nothing when the bins are this full, you see, because you can't get in. You can only take what's on top, which ain't much good. Unless I see something, I'm not going to bother diving. There's obviously a cable there attached to something. It's probably a toaster, maybe a kettle, maybe a NAD amplifier. This time of year, students move out. The last couple of days I've walked around here just because I came once a day just to see if there's anything to see. There was, on every one of these streets, a parent's car packing kids' stuff into it. Now that was yesterday, it rained overnight, got a bit of stuff yesterday. The day before I got a 43-inch TV in its box. The remotes were on top. I took it home and it worked. I took it home just as a bit of a buzz to see if it would work, and it did. Crazy, like they must have just decided it wouldn't fit in the car or something, because big TV like that. Coat hangers, oh, these are quite full. Inflatable something, interesting shoes. Those look like some kind of a Dr. Martens shoe. No, they're not. They look like it, but they ain't. If I could find anything good in line with clothing, I would take it. There's some rice packs. Appear to be unopened, but I'm not here for food. Some people would be into that. It ain't for me. They're a bit too full. That's the awkward thing. And if you try opening them, I brought my picky uppy today to go fishing. In case of stuff like this. There's a hot water bottle that is full of water. You know, just fucking does my head in. There's a takeaway box, bottles. Stuff in that one, but how to get into it is another issue. Don't know if this gate's locked. We'll look and see. If it is, it's a useful shortcut. The gates around here tend not to be locked, but I'll eat my words now in just a second. Yeah, I'll eat my words. Let's go back. So a big TV and bits and bobs. I got a plant in a pot, you know, that kind of stuff, and it's a combination. Like what I'd really like is things that are useful to me. Get some tools. There's some kind of a beer bong thing, funnel and types vent. Anything that's useful, anything that I can play with and distract myself for a while, will do it. Usually I start at the top and work down, so I better do that because I'm just going nuts, going the wrong way here. Impact whey, I didn't even notice that. It's a full bag of whey protein. Good luck to you if you're on that stuff. Yeah, the dairy industry found a way of selling the whey protein that they get, and they used to pour into rivers whenever they make cheese. And they found a way of drying it out and selling it to people who have insecurities about their bodies. And that's fine. Some data cable. A load of kitchen stuff in there. So what happens is, I think I said it at the start to those boys, the first skip, the other thing you need to watch out for is rats. I have seen evidence of rats around here, but I've never seen one around here in the flesh. But if there's evidence of them, you can be sure buttons are in here, doing their thing. There's only one. This whole bin, is that a tablecloth or something? No cables, stripped, weird, it's a strange mix. There's a kitchen. A lot of stuff like that will be dumped today. Things from a kitchen. So there's one potato in a bag. Put all of the metalware, plates, plastic things. Don't know if I really want them. Man, I'm sniffy. I need a wheelbarrow for that kind of stuff. couple of years ago I found 2 iPhones in here. Right, what's here? Clothes, beanbag, poo against the wall. That's probably from a person, which is fucking gross. Charging cable can come with me. Yeah, so ultimately things to play with, but then subsequently things that can be recycled, mostly along the lines of metals. A load of wood. There's often a lot of like university promotional stuff as well, stuff that you get. Russian cookbook maybe, with pancakes in it. Bath mats. Pretty grim. All day, there's only one of them. And that's the other issue. I found a lot of single a lot of single shoes. Don't have a buddy, which is coat hanger. What's that? Big audio cable. Hair dryer in there. This is where this guy's going to come in handy today. Trousers shoved in on top of all the food stuff. Some people do it. Gross. If I like, what happened is they're just sweeping the whole kitchen into bags. That's how it's going. What I'm doing is feeling through trying to see, is there anything that doesn't really, you have a feeling that it's like kind of officey stuff normally, so you'll get boxes with phones and that kind of stuff. A load of towels in there by the looks of it. Yeah, so officey stuff and things with wires, because wires are valuable, but then you get things like phones, sometimes nice pens. But what you'll notice today is a lot of this stuff is just not sorted out, so it's easier to shove everything in a black sack and throw it in this bin than to put it in the correct, I think I've cut the cord off that toaster already, than to sort it out and put it in the correct bin. Sarah, that looks promising. It's a little way. May not be. Oh, it's bathroom. Plates, cutlery. Look at that. Like, it's just put straight in after it's been cleaned up. There's a little salt coming out of that one. Kitchen. Yogurts together. Oh, what's the relationship? Nappies? Oh, I'll look at that. Right. Socks and yogurt. That's a relationship that hasn't been fully investigated, I reckon. I was watching E-Waste Ben last night, 1 o'clock in the morning, like a fool. He's doing street scrapping in Australia. Sydney? No, that's not. Maybe Melbourne. I don't know.
did know. He mentioned it before, but he's walking around coughing away, cough, cough, cough. I just think, oh buddy, I hope you're not sick. I hope you're not sick, buddy. So this could be it, you know, that might have been the look at the start. We got a couple of bits out of a skip and that's it. Just don't know. Oh buddy, what's this? Leeks, celery, coconut water, some kind of a metal wall feature thing, clothing rack that's broken, coffee machine. Right, now it's the time to sort this out. So I need to get at my cutters, because there's a cable on that coffee machine. So let's put these in here. Interesting. Nespresso machine. I wonder are they valuable? So like that's obviously grow your own chilies. That's the kind of thing I'm after. Yeah, so grow your own chilies in a bucket. I'll take that home and I'll stop that from going into landfill, and that'll cheer me up. And that's really that might be the end of it today. That might be enough for me today. I can't get into any of that stuff, it's all fucking loaded. Grow your own tomatoes. What a world. No, grow your own chilies in a bucket. You know, somebody's been gifted that, I presume, or else they've bought it on a whim in the supermarket and decided, what's that noise? Hear that clicking noise? They bought it and decided, no, I am not the kind of person who wants to grow their own chilies, but I'll hold on to this bucket until the student college year ends, because I'm a moron. Shouldn't say stuff like that really, should I? So this is a builder's skip, but it's been fly tipped in by people leaving. Once upon a time I was a student, so I know all the mess I did whenever I was a student, but somehow back then recycling wasn't as big a thing, so we did it as we had to do it or as it was available. Kind of as I was leaving university, it became a thing that you had to pay by weight in Ireland for your waste. All the recycling was like a flat rate, I think. So if you could drop down the price, the value of your boots, kind of neat. If you drop down the price of your refuse, you would save a lot of money. I was here yesterday, that flour wasn't there, crutches were, and they're going to come with me because they are aluminium. Didn't want to take them yesterday. Hangers, flip-flops, jam. It's kind of valuable, it's promising. So that's the tail end of somebody's bedroom stuff. Crutches are going to do my head in. Someone's keys. Keys are handy. Flip-flops, just this box here. Oh, that's empty, isn't it? Now, in a situation like this, this bin is already full. There's a limited amount of damage I can do to it. Any more in there? Oh, look in here. What the devil is going on here? Like, that's just mental. Hair trimmer, lamp, don't want a lamp. Kind of another lamp outside. What is that? What's weird as well is you see photos that are thrown out. I always find that a bit strange. Kind of a bit too personal to throw out. I'm not other people. Not other people. I think this might, there's a car there, that red one, the engine running. No, it's not, it's the one in front of us. But it's all packed up and ready to go. Done most of it there. Hiya. Ready to go. Wow, there's a lot of stuff over there too, and here. Shite. Just fucking nuts. Get my cord cutters. What is that? Some kind of a heater. Pair of skates. Now, what about that? Brookfield. They're rubbish. But they have wheel bearings in them. I might try them. I don't know. Don't know what I think they're good for. There's a nacho dips plate, plant in a pot. Shirt, piece of artwork. Here's another plug. Where's this one going? Could be good, could be not. Cruisers. Don't get it, like, also somebody, I know what's going on here, somebody's been opening these and tearing through them, that's why it's like that. iPad Airbox, yeah, somebody's been taking it down, so all this stuff's been gone through already. It might be brass, it could be. So all this stuff's been turned over, so somebody doesn't give a fuck. And that's cool, that's how other people do it. Oh. It's not cool really, is it? That's kind of neat, and over the head, meat cleaver. More kitchen stuff. No, it's that, it's not, it's a coax cable. Metal shot measure. It's been stolen from a pub, no doubt. Loads of food. Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion that someone's been opening these and just tipping them out and then tearing them open and making a mess. So, imagine if that was your back gate, you'd be fairly fucked off, hey? I don't need those skates. Disgusting. I'm at the tail end of a cold and it feels grim. This is just a joke too. You see, the problem is if you start opening these, you make a mess. If you make a mess, you make a mess. Pair of brown shoes, jeans, shoes. Door lifter upper tool. There's shoes and things in that one. whole duvet, is it? I'd say so. I'm not entirely sure what the bin men do. They just pick it all up and put it away, load by load. Morning. Do they just pick it up load by load, bag by bag, all burst? Or do they shovel it up or what? I don't know. I've not seen them emptying the bins. I guess that's something I should do more frequently this time of year maybe. I've seen those alleyways completely full of stuff, so you couldn't even walk in. Like we saw one near the start there. There's another one getting loaded up. So that car there is looking for somewhere to park, I'd say, to load itself up to. So when the car is loaded, then somebody will bring all the other stuff to the bin, wipe down the kitchen, put all that stuff in bags, bring it to the bin, throw the towel you've wiped it down with on top, throw it all in the bin. Good luck to them. That's just how it is. Who am I to judge, eh? Cable. What is that? It smells for something. Another cable. No, that's an easy one. That's a gazebo. It's someone pop-up gazebo that was in this bag that someone's taken the bits from. Question is, do I want? Yeah, they've taken the metal bars. There's another iPhone box. You see, you keep opening them, and occasionally, what I've found is that they'll have the old iPhone inside. So they'll buy a new phone with the old phone in the box. Seen as well recently is the bag of bags, where somebody, you know, saves all their carrier bags that they've paid for throughout the year because they're obviously too good to throw out, and they realise it's the end of the year. That's a silly thing to do. Toaster, cabinet cutters. Kitchen, saucepans, mini saucepan. Cutters are here. I think those skates are going to be a fool's errand of the trip. There's the bin lorry. It's a race against time, although in fairness, a mess that he has to clean up. Time's on my side. Alright.
Bye.
Might be too early, that's what I'm thinking. Wondering. Yeah, somebody is grabbing bags, bringing them down the end and opening them, because nobody else would dump shit down the end. Doesn't make any sense. If you think I'm swearing a lot, they're a bit kicked out. A hoodie, you know, that can all be recycled. Who am I to tell you that? Just the duvet and pillows. Yeah. Box with glasses. Some of these childhood photos. You know who you are. That stuff. Hydrogen peroxide. Disinfectant. No Sharpies there, but sometimes there's a handy tool for the workshop. I'm trying not to be too hasty on this one, because this is the kind of bag that you could find no contact. Glasses and a book, razors, and designs. I hate they put a full box in there. God, not much arse left from them. Somebody had a party. Nail glue. So we're using a night out. Nail polish. A backpack. Charger cable. Social. Hair. T-shirt. Disturbed I am. How you doing, bud? Moving out?
Yeah, final cruise on.
Is it the end of the month for everybody? Is that the day everyone's got to be out for? What's that? Wednesday? Yeah. Seems like it. Not this morning, no, but you live in hope. Drank the gin. What's that? That's a rape alarm, I'd say. Don't want to press that. Why did I get a towel? Well, I'm having an ongoing discussion with my conscience about workshop rags, and I don't use bought workshop rags. That does not make me a hero, it is just household. No. Yeah, that's just kitchen. Don't use bought workshop rags. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, eventually. I tend to use is like my old t-shirts and stuff. What I've noticed here recently is there's just a hell of a lot of old towels getting dumped. Towels are much better than t-shirts at wiping up grease off things, because the fibres get into things better. Now, I think somebody else's old towels from a bin are gross. That does not appeal to me as a thing. But I have stayed in probably hundreds of hotels for work. There's a free clothing rack. Hundreds of hotels, right? Now, whenever someone's in a hotel, I'm not talking about myself here, people make all sorts of messes in hotels. Everywhere. On the linen, in the bathroom. And to wipe it up, all you do is... Gee, that's what I'm talking about there. Now, that bicycle is a bicycle. Oh, I'm fucked. I'm gonna go in there and... Bastard. Put on my big boots. Pillows, saucepans, mirrors. Bike. Bike. Right. So, bring this back to the car. Come on, stand along. That is an interesting piece of shit. Somebody has made that out of other shit. It's got air in the tyres. It's not actually that bad. It's oversized. Back wheels. It's not dead. It might tune up. It's got little clips. Right, dump that in the car. Finish my story about towels and come back up here again. Crutches, towels, bicycles. That's an interesting van. Looks like a prison van, but it's not. Maybe it is. Towels in hotels get used to wipe up everything. Everything. Anything. Baked beans that someone's used in their bed, or any other kind of human detritus that appears out of a bathroom, shower, whatever, lipstick, and it all, in the end, goes into a really hot wash and comes out clean. It's taken forever to make that point. Goes into a hot wash, comes out clean. All those sins are washed away. So, what's the difference? Really? Camera turned itself off there. I don't know what's going on. So those two boys are sitting having their breakfast. Right behind them there's a huge pile of rubbish. I betcha various creatures stirring that. It's just a bit disgusting. Morning, lads. But I guess if that's where you live, that's where you live, and that's where the bins are, and that's where they are, and that's what you're going to do. You want to have your breakfast outside in the sun in your yard, and you're going to move tomorrow, and that's that, and that bit of life's over, and you've moved on. You'll throw all your shit in the bin. I'm quite cynical now. It was either this middle alley or the one up the street above that I found that telly and disturbed myself so. There's someone's birthday balloons. Brand new paint roller handle, that's quite a nice one. So, if I can do it without getting my buttons covered in it, that's a really nice handle. It's just nuts. Right, you can be sure that paint is wet. Something robbed from the pub. Bed sheets. Both with their parts. I'll take them just because they're metal. It is shocking lazy people. A cool coat, that's your thing. Someone's opened all these already, I would say. What's that? Cardboard. The other guy I like to watch on this kind of thing, there's a mirror. The other guy I like to watch who does this kind of stuff is Vid Vulture, who used to be known as Scrap Vulture in Arkansas, I think, a town in Arkansas. He drives around on his moped doing exactly the same as this. Rooting around. Pile of plates. Some kind of a cable. There's a chiminea. So I'd say that's commercially dumped waste, some of it because of that sack in the middle there. It's a beer keg there, which you'd imagine would be useful for something, but people don't want them at the scrapyard because they're all identifiable, and so they won't receive them. Pair of shoes, more shoes there. Oh, somebody's worn them out. There's a cable in there. I don't really want to bend over for it for some reason. No, we're nearly there. It's the last one down here, and there's a skip, maybe two skips. We shall see. Big skip. This house here has been refurbished over the last while. So that skip there a few weeks ago yielded a Henry, which I've made a video of the repair. So look, put a clothing bank here. All the bags of clothes still get tipped up above. It's just what it is. It's the last one, I think. Oh no, there's another one halfway along. More shoes. Someone's been at it, and I'd say it's the same guy they were talking about at that first bin. Don't get caught. It's not about. That's a weird old gather up of stuff. AstroTurf, that's what it is. Don't get caught. So it's just insanity is what it is, ruining dustbins for old towels so that you can boil them up, use them as workshop rags. So what I was going to say there was that it's the place selling clothing for sandwich thing. This is in the last 20 minutes since I have walked past here earlier. So places buying bags of clothing. For £4 a bag, is it? Well, £4 for 10 kilos, I think, so 40 pence a kilo, which is twice the price of scrap metal. If you had bags of clothing, there's someone's whole bathroom tucked in. COVID tests and bathroom fees. They all rust. I guess they didn't cost much. Pull something out of the sandwich machine. It's alright.
I'm not very much this time. You got a load of bikes?
I got a bike, yeah.
Aye, lucky fucker, yeah.
It was right at the bottom of a load of stuff though.
Huh?
It was at the bottom of a load of stuff.
That's usually the way.
Gotta climb in.
I know. You don't make it easy for you, did they? They're gonna throw a fucking bike out, let you get hold of it.
If you're not paying for it, you can do a bit of work, huh?
I don't know what I'm saying. I interrupt myself and I get interrupted by other people. Let's drive on. I'll head for home. Yeah, so if clothing is more valuable than scrap tin, then surely that's a viable thing to collect. Like, arguably today, I could easily have gotten 100 quid, 100 kilos of clothing. The issue is, would they take it? Because some of it will be dusty and dirty. So I'd have to go through it and shake it all out, which is possible. I could do that. I feel the sweat pouring off my forehead. It is hot. It's hot today. It's muggy and humid. Muggy and humid. Car's got, what did I get? About 4 IKEA bags of bits. I want to go home. I don't need any of this stuff. Shoes, like, I wonder did they buy shoes as well as clothing? I don't know if they do. I don't know what happens to that stuff. I think it's a more genuine recycling process, because I think some of it gets stripped out as clothing, you know, to be sold on as clothing, and then other bits get recycled as fibres, and that's kind of cool. Right, I know where I'm going to go next. I've got 2 more stops, I think.
Interesting little collection. Yeah, so I don't know if they'd give you money for, you know, sheets and stuff. Wheel, however, even if it's dead, how it is, could go as irony belly. Bearings are gone, at least. That all looks like householdy stuff. Well, it doesn't. Clearly, sheets on top. So what I'm poking at, what I'm trying to do is feel if there's. Trying to feel if there's cloth in it. So if there's cloth, it's likely to be clothing. Another coffee machine. It's a snazzier looking one, isn't it? Proline no less. Did I give that a go? Is that just messing? It's all plastic. I like filter coffee. That's what I like. goldfish bowl. I'm gonna plant some cactuses in that. That's a job for you. Right, there's a skip over here. It's not much in there. So the whole system's quite bizarre today because, you know, I didn't come out of the house thinking I need a goldfish bowl and a pair of skates. I didn't think that for a second, you know. It's just this whole thing, like, I torment myself doing this. What's really going on? Jenga? Everybody loves Jenga. Why? Can you just put out the whole washing bowl, like, copper? Take you. And then, you know, copper off the back of the fridge. Like, whoever's spilling that out, there's a bong. Look. There's another amp. Kenwood, they're pretty massive speakers. What's this deal? Class AA. Technics. That weighs a ton. You're coming with me. As everyone else, isn't he? There's more kitchen stuff. Weighing scales, kind of snazzy. Probably has no batteries in it. Maybe it's just dead. So I realised anyways that I'd forgotten the bike wheel, went back and got that. Somebody's just sitting there with their engine running. That's how we do it. Stuff back in the kitchen by the looks of it. Down here. So then, full bag of charcoal, almost full. Well, I need to know before because I bought one of those blue plastic containers. See that? Pizza boxes. Yeah, so for as long as I've been here, that car's just been sat there idling its engine, full of shit. It's very easy. It's
very easy to be critical.
Yeah, so she was
It's very easy to be critical of others as you watch them move out of their houses while their mothers sit in Range Rovers idling their engines and their fathers drive around wondering if they can find a plastic box to put stuff in. It sounded like that's the gist of the conversation that he was having, but I don't know, and give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't know what he was talking about. I don't know if it was anything to do with that Range Rover that was just sitting there with its engine idling. It just is what it is. There's another car out my right hand side getting packed. At this junction, yeah, so just as I was there, someone put 2 yoga mats on top of another bin. Like, I could probably just spend the day doing a triangle of a couple of streets here and a couple of streets there. But I'm not going to. I'm going to... I said I had one more place to visit after that. I've remembered that there are 2 places that would be a good idea for me just to walk up and down the street. A couple of places for me to walk up and down the street and have a look. The car is particularly moist. I don't know why. Every time I get back in, I feel the heat. Maybe it's just the air moving over, like when you stop cycling a bike. A full bag, almost, or thereabouts, of barbecue charcoal. Now, the compost is nonsense, you know, take it home, a small bag of compost, but I have paid for compost for planting seedlings this year, and since I've paid for it, I've found two more packs in skips. So let's do another block. I found it all in the car, so I can be sure to smash it off everything as I leave. It's cooler outside the car. It's all those damp towels that I've decided to take. We're still filming. This is going to be an epic. This is going to be an epic one. So, it's just shit. I saw there the other day there was somebody's university handwritten notes, about 10 binders full. How you doing? About 10 binders full of notes just chucked in the skip. They had finished learning for this year, and those notes were never going to be reviewed ever again by anyone. That was that. The deal was done. Now, I found a Henry in one of these before. Maybe 3 years ago. Was taking my pokey stick, the one for picking up. How you doing?
How you doing? You alright?
Better than ever.
Oh, they're looking alright actually.
This place they are. You're not up behind the other side. You're with the council, are you?
Yeah, I'm heading over, all checking all those now, so...
Well, you can't walk beside them, so they're just thrown on top.
Right, I'll check them out too.
So the council in the past have wheeled out those massive roll-on, roll-off skips up here and back where we started, and they were just full of everything. But from my point of view, they were no good, because unless you stood there watching them in the thing, opening them as they threw them in, you couldn't get nothing.
Yes, you couldn't get anything, or else you'd have to go in at the end of the day, and they were about 2 meters deep, which is just mental and unsafe as far as I'm concerned. But it took a lot of the waste off, the pressure off the bins. So your man there from the council's probably going around checking just to make sure everything's tidy, and around here it is. But like I said to him, it ain't on the other side. It's a never-ending battle, I guess. It's up there on that pole. This black camera. We'll watch it now. There's some plants. Any plants? Don't want any of those. So what it does is, oh, look at this heated rail. Now, another sandwich. What is it, a waffle maker, is it? Something like that. Have that. I don't know what this towel idea is about, but it's an idea. Gazelle, they might be good. I don't know a lot about shoes. Next. Electric towel rail. The wind that we have in this climate is not enough. Some posters of something. Top shop. So right now I'm on that camera. Somebody on the council may be watching it, or they might just look at it after there's been fly tipping. I think the idea is that it's there for fly tipping, catching fly tippers. Maybe not particularly interested in clothing. Yes, look, I don't know what that is, socks, but yeah, they're just brand new. Balloons. Drinking game. This is a rubber plant, is it? Looks a bit sick. Yeah, full jar of food. That's all the clean kitchen stuff there. And pots of stuff. How you doing? So what they do is, I don't know if it's spot if it did it for me. The camera tracks you as you walk away. I don't know. That's so they can watch you getting into a car. I didn't really pay attention to it there, but I think, you know, they want to see if you're getting into a car or get a number plate or get something off you, or if you're in a van doing it in the first place, in which direction you drive off and that kind of thing, to get as much evidence as they can. And that's cool, you know. I don't agree with fly tipping, even though I find some good stuff in fly tip piles of crap. I do agree with people watching me. disagree with people watching me. This is where it reaches new highs and new lows. This is a 700C bicycle tube because there's a box there, and I presume it's got a puncture because it's thrown out, although maybe it doesn't. Sometimes people like to throw them out when they put on a new tyre. I do have a few bikes, and I hate buying tubes or any parts for bicycles when, for one reason or another, they're always available for free in pins. So bicycle tubes, kind of worth taking. It's a hot day today. It's a neat little barbecue. This is where that guy was a minute ago. Big lump of wood, bizarrely. Somebody might have been playing Hacksaw Jim Duggan, the old-timey wrestler. This is all paper, like. Oh, the iPhone boxes, 2 of them. Any good? Doubt it. No. Maybe cables. Heavier. What's that? A power bank, maybe? Found a few of those this time. It's interesting. That's one of those iPhone to display cables. Gross. Bottle. Yeah, to food. Yeah, so mostly paper there. You know, don't know what I'm talking about. I just find it weird and frustrating. Look at all the cars moving out today. So today is 29th of June, maybe. Some cups. Bottles. How you doing?
I'm alright. How are you?
Never better. Flamingo. These are all boxes now, right? Boxes of paper. Next box. Doesn't look like there's anything in it. There isn't. Well, it probably would have been a fucking job to. Shouldn't swear. Probably would have been a. Oh, there's no flies in that one. Fruit flies. Don't don't want to bother. Probably would have been an effort to empty that out. How you doing? Like to just take the cardboard out of the box. Or plastic out of the cardboard, put the cardboard in the blue bin and oh whatever. There's a headless greyhound. Oh, maybe a whippet. Oh fuck. Oh dear, right. Reality's closing in on me. Plant pots. Ooh, a picker-upper. Is it working? That's fine. Nope. Nope, it's not. Ooh. That might be repairable. The fool that I am. What is this? Some kind of a neat little jacket. Tactical in every way. Buttons on the front. Needs a wash. Size is it? Size 8. 8's not a size. A girl thing. Maybe. Even in the bins, you can be snobby. Picker-uppers, that's handy. I don't know what that jacket was. It looked like workwear because it had the kind of the implements of workwear on it. It looked like it was given to someone for work and it's never been used. Table with legs. Down there, table with 2 legs. What's in here? Trackies, jackets, trackies. Earrings. Air mattress. Sorry. I've been in here before. Garden. Waste. Man. Potted plants. This is from a bathroom, just tipped like that, you know. That guy in the black shirt on the phone from the council as well. Let's go down here in the shade. So some of these little houses have 6 bedrooms in them. There's 3 windows on the front, so that's 3 bedrooms. And then there's a kitchen extension down the back, a kind of sitting room thing. There might be another bedroom in the middle, maybe with no window, maybe with just a small window. Alright? Alright. Rack or a hat rack about to make its way into the skip as fly tipped waste, because it's not their skip.
It broke 2 days ago.
Aw.
I know.
Man, just look at it. It's mental. It's mental. It's all the same stuff. All from IKEA. There's a lamp. Do I want this? I think I do. It's got a job at home. Keep it off the scrap for a bit longer. I know what that is. He's got fed up. He's just packed up for the day. She's on the phone and she's trying to shout the whole way down to the other end. By the sounds of it. Postman's bag. Let's have a look at that. I think it's an older one. I think the modern ones have they're bigger and they have high vis yellow, although that might have been high vis yellow at some time. I've seen rats in along there before, so particularly on the linger here. I've made a mess. I'll go back around and pick it up. All the plates. What's this? C2. Blu-ray something, I don't know what that is. Alien Whole drawer cutlery. There's a NutriBullet accessory set. That's probably valuable, you know, but I don't know what about them. Regular waste. What did I drop on the other side? Table will keep where it is. Is it hot enough?
Hot today, isn't it?
Wasn't expecting it like
No.
this. How's that house coming on?
Bad.
You've been there long enough.
Hello.
What do you reckon? That TV's broke then, yeah?
I think it's broken, he just said, yeah. Don't know what's wrong with it, but...
If I was working with a van today, I would probably have picked up the metal tables and that patio chair out of that bin, wherever it was, because those are all metal. I could bring them to the scrapyard and get a few quid. But ultimately, things like this shoe rack from IKEA that are clean and not broken and not been out in the rain, really they've only been dumped this morning. They're better, that's what I'm really after. Things that I can use. You know, me making a tiny dent in the, I don't know, carbon footprint of the earth by recycling knives and forks is just nonsense. But if I can keep something like that off the streets for a while, I feel better about it. Filters. Jeans again. Don't think I've ever come in here either. I like those bacon trays. I have made a shelving unit from them. Blend. Put on there. Oh, they are. Take them. Plant irrigator balls. Another one. And sweet, looks like garden string, which I want for the sunflowers. And a handbag. Kein Geld. iPhone cover, glasses, and 100 balls. I'll take that too. this point I'd like to go home, but I've also thought of another place to go and visit on my way home, which is just silly as well. So I know from past experience that a Royal Mail bag can go up on eBay and make £10 profit on the basis that you've not paid for it. And somebody told me was when they were buying it, they wanted it shipped, you know, immediately or next day or something, because they wanted to go to a fancy dress party. I'm gonna do it. So, you know, 10 quid, 10 quid. Something going on, second cop car. Nice thing that fell out of that bag, I'd say. Another shock measure. It's the whole contents of the kitchen drawer in there. All guaranteed to be 1 year or less. Another pair of crutches if I could get them. Spend all day at it. I'm keen to go home. Oh, more crutches. Fucking nonsense. Saucepans. But like, what's the point, you know? Let's get into the shade. No, I think I'm, well, one stop away from going home. So yeah, toilet brushes, kitchen stuff, there's knives in a knife block, all the cheapest stuff from the supermarket, I guess, or IKEA. It is what it is. It is what it is. How you doing?
How you doing?
Never better. I think before in this this one. A full cycle repair outfit, like tools and everything, gloves, the whole lot, like disposable stuff, and pretty neat, like. It's a few years ago, don't forget that. More cutlery and stuff in there, I'd say. What's going on, lads?
Just going off his head, like put some parts in his face.
Really? And there's 2 cop cars out for that? Some world, eh? That's an easy one. It's a piece of wrought iron. Penny. A piece of wrought iron is heavy, and it goes as heavy iron. It's wrought iron because it's so old. Sorry there. That's where we began. Right. So here's the logic. I said about the price of clothing, and I picked up a lot of jeans, and I don't know why I'm discriminating from one pair of jeans to another. It doesn't make any sense to me, but I'm gonna test it out. Maybe that's kind of where I'm going. It's not something, it's a proper rag and bone man effort, but you know, it is what it is. Nothing in there. Someone's student house. Clean out, 3 cones and a road worker sign. Pretty good. So the last ones are all cleared out. These ones aren't, you know. They're going to be combed down in a bin, Laurie. Why would you not do it? Recycle bottles. Xbox controller. No back cover. Harmonica. He was right. A friend of mine told me about this trick. Dishwasher tablets. Shrink wrapped. Clean. I wasn't thinking about that earlier on, but he's right. Dishwasher tablets. I don't know what that means. That could be hilarious. Could be hilarious. Empty. that's domestic rubbish. This is plastic bottles. Just one step at a time, eh? No thanks. Right, we're going home. Dishmatic refills. Man, if only you had the real thing as well. There's coffee. Whatever it is. That's the sound. Let's go home. It's not metal, that's pressed steel and concrete. Those weights are filled with concrete. Where am I? Is that me? So I was going to do a wrap up. In the garden with all the stuff. But you've seen everything. The only thing you haven't seen is that barbecue that I found. It was underneath the skip. You can hear it rattling at the moment. It's just insane. There are people carrying belongings load by load to the bin, to every bin in the area. It just does my head in. It just blows my mind, and I hope that some of that will wear off on you today. That's really all I can say. There isn't anything else to it. Okay, thanks for watching. See you later.